Your job is to ask God, how should I train this child? That's the question you should ask. And that's one of the things I love about Samson's mother. When the angel appeared to her, she said, tell me how we must raise this child. What do we know about his future? How should we raise him? You must go back to asking God. That's what makes him mother. You are just a nanny. And you see, another beautiful thing about Mary was that she had a mentor. You see, all this is how I want to raise my children. This is how I know. Listen. There are things that the mothers that have gone ahead of you know that you will never know. That's why the Bible says that let the older women teach the younger ones. The only way they can teach the younger ones is if younger ones are willing to learn. There might be things that they are doing that you should learn from them not to do. But there are also things they are doing that you should learn to do. One of the things that we had is a praying generation of mothers. My mother was always on her knees. Always. Always. And because I was a curious child growing up, one day I asked her, I must have been about 8 or something. I asked her, why are you always praying? You know, that was the day I learned the concept of God as a father. My mother sat me down, got off her knees and sat beside me as an 8-year-old. You see, we need to honor our parents. We are getting to that generation that cursed their mothers and fathers. That generation knew something that is missing today. My mother sat me down as an 8-year-old and told me, I lost my father as a child. God is the only father I have. Say, so the same way when you have a problem, you go to your dad. It's the same way when I have a problem, I go to the only dad that I know. What do you think that did for me as an 8-year-old? You can't convince me that God is not a father. You can't convince me. Because I saw her pray and I saw God answer her prayers. And we have a generation now that are not praying. How do you think you turned up like this? How do you think you have survived like this? You with your bad character. Somebody's praying. Whether you call her or not, she's praying. Whether you visit her or not, she's praying. Whether instead of sending her money, you're sending it to your girlfriend, she's praying. And now we have a generation that can't even be bothered.